Morning, people of Mzansi. Mzansi people, I just want to make a declaration here. It's a very serious concern about the lives and the livelihood of the people. We are living in a country, South Africa, which is almost like a banana republic. Firstly, we've got an overpopulated parliament with so many ministers and prime ministers. And when you look at the operation of the country, there is minimal that they are contributing to the betterment of the country. People are suffering domestic violence, gender-based violence, cyber attacks, hijacking, poverty, grants all over. At schools, there's no order. Churches, there's no order. There's a whole lot of things that are not going right in this country. And you are watching it. And you are just sitting on your backs. You're not doing anything. I don't want to mention that word. People, wake up. This is high time. Let me tell you, if you don't know. For each and every rent that you contribute, 22 cents of that rent is going to the debt of our country, which is 5.7 trillion. When I'm going to finish up paying 5.7 trillion, when the receiver of revenue can only receive less than 1.8 trillion per annum. Secondly, 25% of the people, which is about 25 million of the population, they are living within the budget of 9,000 per month. 25 million of the people. 28 million of the people living with grant, which is half of the population of South Africa. That is something that I wanted you to be aware of. Look now, US, for instance, US have got so many people, less parliament. So the ratio of the population as to the ratio of the parliamentarians, it's less than with ours here. A poor country like South Africa with a lot of minerals like DRC, but those minerals, we don't know what is it that's happening with them. Go to DRC. DRC is the richest country in Africa, one of the top countries in the world with mineral resources. But people are scattered all over the world. There's poverty there because of the poor governance. They don't have a president there. DRC has never had a president. The only president that they had was Patrice Lumumba. There's other successors, Siseko, I don't know what is it that we're doing, man. Now, wake up, Mzansi. Wake up. And this issue of GBV is going too far. We have to combat this. Our judiciary system is poor, let me tell you. They always say it's the best in the world. Why have you ever seen a situation whereby people go to court and confess, witness about what happened to them? They were sexually assaulted. And at the end of the day, after so many years of the trial, people are acquitted. Where have you seen in a country whereby a person is murdered and he given a sentence of 10 years? It happens so many times. This issue of you win through technicalities when the person is underground, that is nonsense. It's simplistic, barbaric, unprecedented. And I can tell you, I am a scientist. I'm an engineer. I'm a technical person. But when you come to the judiciary and other field, I can tell you I know because I read. I'm not just a foolish thing that's going to sit down and I read every now and then. I can tell you about what's happening with economics. I can tell you with politics. I can tell you in parliament. Even now I know what's going on in the parliament. There is nothing that they are doing. Their laws that they are enacting are very foolish. I don't even want to mention because it'll be like I'm trying to be a populist, but I can guarantee you, we are living in a country where we practice blasphemous. It's a blasphemous practices that are going on here. It's blasphemy. I can tell you. That's why we are not blessed. Everything that we do is just a taboo. Our children don't respect this. They don't attend school. They are disrespectful. They are engaged in drugs, gangsterism. Our families, there's no order in the families. There is nothing that's going on. Even these people are driving lavish cars, living in affluent areas. Those people are just cosmetically trying to scare you. There's no life in those houses, I can tell you. There's no absolutely life. South Africa is a taboo. This is a country, and I feel so unfortunate to be born in this country. There are better countries where a person should have lived, like USA. There is apartheid, but at least life there is unlike, it's not as unsafe as we are here. Australia, Singapore, why didn't God actually took my parents in those areas so that I must live there? Because I don't want all this and that is happening. That's why I'm moving up and down and campaigning against drugs and domestic violence, crime, because I don't want them. I don't want those things, and I hate poverty. And you women, you people who watch this because you are literate, you are educated, you've got like, go and advise these unmatriculated or previously advantaged women of all races, all ages. They must be engaged in forming cooperatives. And after that, they must go and do farming and become commercial farmers, because there's food security problem in the whole world. And people there in South Africa are suffering. Why don't we combat this food security problem by engaging these women? Because now they are liabilities to their husband, to the government. There's just a taboo. I don't know why don't we have people like me in parliament, not people who are going there just to go and sit down and dream like all this, a lot of parliament. I always see them dreaming there in parliament, where parliament is in progress. So people, you know what? Nah, I've got a natural intelligence. And you can undermine me or whatever, but I can tell you there is a lot of things that I can see they are not going right. And I don't know why don't we have something like, a party that is composed of something like a technocrat kind of a movement, which I think I'm going to contemplate on this, because we can't live like this. We can't live with politicians. We can't live under politicians' opinions. We have to have technocrats and live under